Góðan daginn and welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnhildur. I'm an Iceland to live in Iceland. This is my podcast vlog chat type of thing where I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting and crocheting, anything fiber related. Because people just do very interesting things with fibers, all types. I call this a Project Pal because I have projects that are in piles and I just keep adding to them. And I also talk about the weather. Currently, fantastic. It is sunny, little overcast, but like, it's well, it's also like a winter wonderland outside because it snowed last night. There has been any snow for like past 2 weeks, I want to say, or 3. Can't remember because get to that in a moment. But yeah, it snowed like nobody's business last night, like just big flaky flakes. So everything is now covered in a very nice small layer of snow. It's gonna disappear in the sun, so and because I live in Iceland and one of the things that my country is known for is its geological activities, I also talk about that when that is relevant because I bring this up every time, but that one TikTok that I saw of that one young boy, probably in his 20s by now, but when I became aware of the amount of false information, just false news about how the entirety of Iceland is on fire because of an active volcano. Iceland is not tiny. We are pretty big, okay? And yeah, that volcanic activity, excuse me, volcanic activity around Reykjavík, yes, it's everything. It has at one point reached the town and burned down like 3 buildings, or was it 4? And those were new buildings too, like they were a day away from finishing and being able to move into that fantastic looking house, and and Mother Nature said no. But yeah, false information because I am on the opposite side of the country. I am an hour away on flight. I am like, depends on which direction you go. I'm like up to 8 to 10 hours away from that place. So yeah, Iceland is not tiny. So yeah, when there's any information, I will tell you. Speaking of, there is activity, and there might be something happening in the coming days in that specific area. So when that happens, and it will, I will tell you. But yeah, you may have noticed the coughing. So I did not post last weekend because I managed to get sick yet again. This has not been my winter when it comes to like staying healthy. Like, that reminds me, I still have to take my vitamins, but you know. Meh. See, February, the shortest month of the year, I spent more than half of that being sick. So yeah, I'm just thankful that I live in Iceland where we have like workers' rights. Like, I cannot imagine how the last month would have been had it been in like America or something, in the United States. Probably would have lost my job. As is, I am still, still have my job. My job is safe. I'm just bummed. I'm like, because I lost a week from work, and I say lost because I actually have fun being around people these days, and it was that weird type of thing where I just didn't literally have no energy. It was like my battery just went boop, and my temperature went down and up, and then, I was just sick. Then I got a week break, and then I got the flu. I do not recommend the flu. The influenza, it's like, no, that was not fun. First time in years that I caught a cough. I don't remember the last time I caught a cough. I catch fevers, yes. But cough, no, it's annoying. Mainly because when I start talking, this happens. But at least I'm not breaking out in like horrendous guttural smack type of thing. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I was a little stressed this last week. Like I got good enough to get to work on Thursday and Friday. Didn't go to midnight on Thursday. It was just, that was a little bit too much. I wanted to go, but I did not have the energy. And a little bit stressed about it. Not because of work, but because tomorrow I'm actually going to Reykjavík, the capital of Iceland, to see a doctor about my varicose veins. So that will be the first trip of 2. It's half a month since I looked this word up and I cannot remember what it was. It's a thing where he puts like this cream or gel on you, and then he scans basically your veins. Like, yeah, he's gonna scan my veins. Let's just put it like that. That sounds fun. And the only thing that I'm stressed about is having to wake up at around 5 in the morning in order to get dressed and have breakfast and just get going, because then I have like 2 minutes walk to catch a bus. But the only thing that I'm stressed about, or I'm not enthusiastic about, is that I have to wake up at 5. I don't have any anxiety about what to pack. It's a day trip, so I don't need to pack much. I just need to go over my regular bag and just make sure that I have the things that I need. And I'm not stressed about getting a taxi. I'm not stressed about finding somewhere to eat. That's my biggest points of interest, is like, I need something to eat. Where can I get something to eat? That's the whole thing. I'm not stressed about meeting the doctor. I mean, I got the reference from one of the very good doctors at the local hospital, and I trust that man to refer me to someone who he trusts. Like, he's not gonna refer me to someone he doesn't. I've spoken to people who have met this doctor before, and they are just like nothing but positive. And that is, how that is with doctors when people don't find anything negative to say. It's like, okay, great. And yeah, not stressed about that. Yeah, I found one store that is in that same area as the that center that I'm going to, and that store has like books. It has arts and crafts things to do, arts and crafts. So I really want to go and see if they have like oil paints, because I haven't painted with oils in like years, and I want to do that again. That would be fun. And yeah, I've already had a little chat with my sisters. Of course, it's Monday, so everyone is at work, so I can't really meet with anyone. That's just the timing of things. That will definitely be different when I go in for the surgery, because then I need to get some time to do the things. So then I'll definitely be able to meet them, but not tomorrow. And yeah, so that is just fine. My biggest concern is having to wake up. Life is good. And also, I'm really excited to see if the activity is going to start. Like, if there's going to be a volcanic eruption while I'm in the Reykjavík, that would be cherry on top, basically. And then I'll take an afternoon flight back home. So, and I already have someone who is ready and able and available to come pick me up. So all's good. But yeah, because I was sick like nobody's business last way too long. I haven't really made a lot of progress on the shawl, but still I got like almost halfway done of the later skeins. Okay, so this is going, and I love the fact, I love this pattern. I need to remember to link down below. It's from Drops Garden Studio, and it's a free pattern, so you can just look it up and just use it. That's what I love about this page, because there are so many free and available patterns in so many languages. Like, they have this pattern in Icelandic, which is the one that I basically use because Icelandic. They have it in English. Pretty soon they have it in like Spanish, German, French, Swedish, Norwegian, Danish. I would not be surprised. And just good, simple pattern. So yeah, the other thing that I'm thinking about with tomorrow, I have picked out a book that I'm going to bring with me to read. It's a non-fiction. It's called The Ugly History of Beautiful Things. So, because we know that when we have like beautiful things around us, the history behind how they are acquired, made, their design, and basically their history isn't always so pretty. So I am rather excited about starting to read that book. It's not that big also. Hang on. So it's gonna be an easy travel companion. It's by Katie Kelleher? Kelleher. Yeah. Ooh. She is an art, design, nature and science writer living in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah. Ooh. A fascinating journey through the darkness behind our beauty obsessions, exploring the fraught histories of makeup, flowers, perfume, silk, and other gorgeous objects. Silk, that's going to be a very interesting chapter. Ooh. Yeah, so excited about this one. It's going to be fairly easy reading. Like, we're no longer in the darkest months of the year, and I'm actually going from, you know, a rather dark area because we miss the sun for like in a bad year we lose the sun for like 3 months, but I'm going to an area where they don't lose the sun, so I will definitely be able to read this in the, no, probably the bus, definitely the airports and the planes. And yeah, probably not gonna bring my crochet with me. For some reason I feel like knitting is easier for me when it comes to like traveling. I'm gonna bring this weird yarn that I got off of Shein, and I'm probably gonna start knitting a scarf. It's got lovely, lovely fuzz. Cannot remember what the fiber content of this is. I cannot remember. That was way too long. And also this did not come with a label. I think out of the 3 types of yarns that I ordered, only one came with a label. So yeah, but I mean the colors are lovely, and I mean at worst I'm gonna start a scarf and then just frog it. So that's the worst thing that would happen. And also kind of thematic, like the yarn colors just visually I feel like they suit the lovely cover, but also like I'm pretty certain that this is thematic. So yeah. Now, is there anything else that I'm wanting to talk about other than the fact that I'm really tired of being sick? I'm sick of being sick. Like I've filled the quota for that. Also, because last week, Monday, Tuesday, Friday are the. I lost them. Okay, I missed out on them. Um, so they are very specific Icelandic holidays. Not like days off, but like, they're special. Monday, that is bolludagur or buns day, where that's the day when you eat a lot of buns. There are unfortunately some outdated practices that just aren't really really done anymore. Like kids would make these wands and then go spank their parents, and every spank, you'd have to catch your parents in bed. That's why it's fun. And with every spank that you manage, they would owe you a bun. For fairly obvious reasons, that's outdated by now. Not just because now I'm humming and howling. Mainly, I believe, because nowadays children are not spanked. That's actually assault and illegal. So teaching children to spank their parents is like, no. I'm going dark now. Because when you think about something like spanking your parents, that feels like retaliation for what parents probably did to discipline their children throughout the year. So Bun Day was probably like the day when things turned around a little. Anyway, out of the darkness, Bun Day. I mean, you have like these buns, both buns. Like, just all types of puffs and cream buns and just all the goods and nini. And then Tuesday, that's Sprengidagur, or literal translation is Explosion Day, where basically the traditional food that you eat is salted meat and bean soup. And you eat as much as you can until you feel like you're about to explode. And of course, that's because these are the celebration days before the traditional fasting, which we don't do that anymore. But also, like, people were finishing up their larders, the last of the really good food before the lean months came. All fun days have like dark histories, goodness gracious. And then Wednesday, that's Ash Wednesday. And that's when children in particular, but nowadays adults as well, because I am forever a child, and millennials, I am so happy to say, millennials in Iceland have been, I want to dress up on this day, I'm gonna dress up. And that kind of spread out, and now more people dress up. I'm like, yes. But mainly it's about the children dressing up. And in the weeks, the preceding weeks, they have been meeting up in like little groups and practicing their singing. In the town where I live, they have been doing a little bit differently for the past years, where they basically take the school basically has taken over, and basically to make sure that no one gets left out. So they have now the combined classes, and the teachers help the children with practicing their singing. And then they go out to the companies, because people are working, and they go not trick and treating from door to door. They go singing and get rewards door to door or company to company. And it's a lot of fun. Traditionally, there's also a dance in the afternoon or evening, and you would wear your costume and you would like basically do a pinata. And back in the day, you would have like these little homemade pockets, where traditionally you would put ash in the pockets, hence Ash Wednesday. When I was a child, I think we put like beans or just nothing, or like candy in the bags, and then you would need to sneak around and pin them on the back of people without them noticing. But that's unfortunately has fallen off, because in order to like pin it on the back of people, they would use like these pins that, you know, the pins that you use when you're like sewing and you like pin things together. Because pins nowadays are brittle, you can't bend them because they will just break. And unfortunately that meant the end of this tradition, and I'm rather sad about it because that was fun. Because it was just a little extra thing, and it was like making up like extra fabric, little pockets, and like sneaking them onto people. That was fun. But yeah. This book is influencing me, and I haven't even read it yet. Like every single fun thing, it does have a little of a dark history to it. It's not embarrassing, it's just how things are. Can't really remember the history behind Ash Wednesday, but I'm pretty certain that comes from Catholicism. Catholicism? Because the thing about Iceland is that we are eclectic. We celebrate things from the entire spectrum, I believe, of Christianity. Like some of the things that we do, like there is very clear Catholic influence, there's very clear influence from Judaism, from Protestantism, all over the place. We just take all the interesting things and throw them in a cocktail and call it Icelandic. But yeah, my battery is about to run out, so I have been chatting, and yeah, feeling pretty good. The sun's out, I'm feeling better, I'm coughing a little bit, I'm a little bit congested, but that's like way better than I've been for the past week. At least I'm up and talking to you and not suffering a fever or a coughing fit. So today I am just gonna continue a little bit more with the crochet. I'm probably gonna cast on something with this yarn and stick in a bag. Then need to excuse me. Then need to go over my bag. I need to do some laundry, and then just have a chill, relaxing day so that I can go to sleep a little bit earlier tonight, and then wake up tomorrow and have an interesting adventure. Tomorrow is gonna be so interesting. And I'm not gonna make any promises about filming anything, because I don't really film outside. I'm like, we'll see. It would be fun though to film a little bit and then show it to you next week. We'll see. But in any case, wish me well. I'm pretty certain that the doctor's appointment is gonna go well. Maybe there's gonna be some activities. Who knows? I mean, in any case, I probably won't see it because I will be arriving from the opposite direction. It's like kilometers and kilometers away, but we'll see. If it happens, I will definitely tell you. And yeah, so I better be seeing you next weekend, because if I get sick for the 5th time this winter, I'm striking. I'm revolting. I'm gonna get myself a glass of water, and then I'm gonna take my vitamins, and yeah, go about my day. It is about 10 minutes past 10 in the morning. I am doing good. So I'll see you again next weekend. I will tell you how things go, and we'll see where we're at then. Okay? Until then, take care. Bless.